G'day everybody and welcome to another All Things Essendon video. Hope you all had a good weekend. Obviously it was a bit of a losing weekend for the Essendon Footy Club with the AFL team losing, the VFL team losing again and the VFLW team losing an elimination final. But good on them for making the finals. I don't think they lost it by a point or two in the end. So a bit of a heartbreak for them. So not a good weekend for the Bombers. But obviously Friday night's game, we're going to do a review of the matchup. Obviously, we thought it might be a 70, 80 plus point loss. I don't know if Geelong get out of second gear, but we actually put up a pretty good fight. And yeah, we showed some decent signs during points of the game, especially that second and third quarter, but not enough of it, not enough coming from some senior guys. So, and obviously good for McMahon to get his 4 goals. As we go into the talking points, we'll talk about Liam McMahon more and how he should be on the list for next year. But yeah, if you like this sort of content and you like the Bombers, please like the video, subscribe to the channel. Plenty more of this sort of stuff coming. We got a video about Archie Roberts coming this week, and we'll do an AFLW season preview sort of video later on this week. So yeah, appreciate all the support, and we've also got a Discord channel coming soon, or server, should I say? It's almost finished, so yeah, hopefully all you guys will be keen to join that and create a real fun Bombers community. I know there's a few of them around, but yeah, it'd be cool to get our own one set up and make it a little bit different. It should be fun, so keep an eye out for that. So obviously the score didn't go our way, 10-5, 65 to 15-19, 109. First half, I think it was about 50-odd to 19 at half time. Yeah, first half it was 7-10 to 2-3, so what was it, 8 goals to 8 in the second half, so we managed to even it up really after half time. But the first 2 quarters, didn't look too great. They were scoring at will. They had men out everywhere. It was more Geelong weren't capitalising on their opportunities, and they were a bit fumbly and a bit kind of sloppy. They were for the first half. And I thought we actually worked into the second half really well, especially that third quarter. We kicked 5 goals to 4. Really got ourselves in the game at some. I think it was about 4 goals to 1, or we kicked 4 or 5 in a row, and it was down to about 20 points. I never thought we were going to win, but it was like we're going to make this difficult, which was good. And then the Cats obviously stretched their muscles late in that third quarter, and then into the last, whenever we kind of got close, they just stepped up a little gear for 5 minutes. Got a couple of goals on the board. Jeremy Cameron got a couple of cheapies late from free kicks, or should have been free kicks for us that didn't go our way. AFL probably trying to get into the 100 goals. But yeah, is what it is. They're not 44 point loss. Thought it was going to be a lot worse before the game started. I said the effort was there. And yeah, some good signs from some players. McMahon kicked the 4, which was so good to see. He kind of got him. He doesn't get a lot of the footy, as he mentioned a few weeks ago, but for him to get the 4 goals is really impressive, and just shows he knows where the goals are. He only needs a little second or two, not even that, and he takes his chances. Really good set shot, doesn't miss too many. And yeah, really good signs for McMahon, and he deserves this after working so hard to get an AFL spot for so many years. And then the rest were single goal scorers again. So Wright, Merritt, McGrath, Gresham, Guelphy, and Dersma all got the 1. Leading disposals for the Bombers. Roberts had 33, but another outstanding game. Couple of, it's hard for him being a young guy in a team like this. He's not going into he hasn't been drafted into a really good team. So sometimes he can make a couple of mistakes trying to do too much, but I don't mind that. And he's just got to be an absolute gun, and he wears his heart on his sleeve. And he wants to improve and wants the Bombers to improve. So he's a leader in waiting in years to come, I think. Merritt, 27, he had a really good game. He also had the 10 tackles along with that. So he was really in and under. He had to kick the goal as well. Should have kicked 2. I'd love to see Merritt get on the scoreboard more. But yeah, he was our best player on the night. And then Redmond with 24 was just... He was solid enough, but not really damaging. So yeah, that were the 3 most disposal winners for the Bombers. Let's get into the talking points. So first one I've got here is, must sign Liam McMahon for next year. Even if it's a year deal, maybe a 2-year deal. I know it's tricky because you've got a lot of forwards on the list already for next year. You've already got Edwards, May, Wright, Caddy. Is there any more? Langford even. So there's a few there. You're going to have to maybe trade one of them, do you? I'm not sure. I think McMahon deserves a spot, though. He's kicked, 7 or 8 goals in 4 games or something like that. I could be wrong with it. And yeah, he's just been really impressive. Takes opportunities. I think he's getting more and more involved every week, which is good to see. I just love to see him with the pre-season under the Bombers with the same guys, learn the game plan a little bit more, and see what he can do next year. I mean, I'd be happy with 30 goals from him next year. That'd be awesome if he played the full season. So, and he's on that. He would have. If you look at the how many he's got a game, averaging like 2 goals a game. It's pretty good. So, I think he deserves a spot for next year. It's a no-brainer. Find a way to keep him on the list. The hunger and pressure was good for most of the night. At times, yeah, like when they tried, there was a play that really annoyed me, and this will go into. I might as well talk about it now, but Jade Gresham. Just, I know Max Holmes and Bailey Smith are fit and they're fast, but I mean, like, there was a play where it was within 20 points. We had the momentum, and there was a turnover on the wing, and Bailey Smith was about 20 metres behind Jade Gresham, and he still ran past him and ended up about 30 metres in front of him afterwards, and he just didn't go with him. Those are the sorts of things that cost us a lot, and it has for years. Like, you see how many times you see Andy McGrath, like, jogging. There's lots of them that do it. So, yeah, the hunger was good, though, from especially the younger guys. Pressure was up. Kako was involved with tackles. Durham, Merritt. Who else had a bunch of tackles? Oh, Jaden Ewan having 7 tackles again in his second game was really impressive. Yeah, Durham with 7, McGrath with 5, Kako 5. Even Lawal had 4. Guelphy was very good with his pressure with 3. So we won the tackle count on the night, which I like to see. I think that shows effort. But we just need more of it and for longer, and from some of our more experienced guys, I think a little bit more of it. But yeah, I think once we got that momentum, all of a sudden a bit of belief come into the Bombers, and you could see us kind of all of a sudden taking the game on, moving the ball quicker, getting the ball into better spots, and we looked dangerous for a bit there, but just not long enough in the end. Roberts has to be in the rising star contention. I think that's just obvious as a Bombers fan. I think every Bombers fan has that opinion. For some reason, he just doesn't get spoken about in the sort of not Sid Draper, I can't remember the other Crows guy's name, and Levi Ashcroft. Daniel Curtin is the guy I'm thinking of. Like, he wasn't that. He played okay yesterday. Levi, has had a decent season, but 33 touches in a losing side, and they've lost 10 in a row, and he's averaging 25 plus a game. Yeah, he has to be. I don't know how he's not been spoken about more. He's like $30 or something for the Rising Star, and Curtin's like $1 or $2 or something like that. It's ridiculous odds. So he's been undervalued so much, and by the outer AFL kind of media and world. So he deserves to be in the conversation, in my opinion, if not almost winning it. And he is an absolute steal at the pick we got him in the 2020. It was the 23 draft, must have been. So he's a player, he's a future leader of this club, and yeah, he love him to bits. Although I did see the Jimmy Bartell comment about him holding the ball with his right hand as he's about to kick with his left, and hopefully he fixes that up. That's a little thing that you would have thought our development guys would have picked up by now. That's just a little weird. I don't know how that's not being fixed, but anyway. Ball movement going forward is woeful. I think this has been the story for most of the years, but we did obviously score a bit more from our inside 50s. We didn't lose the inside 50s by that much either. If not, I'm pretty sure it was very close. They always had a record of intercepts throughout the night, and they were just racking it up. We're kicking it to Koning, we're kicking it to Stewart, O'Sullivan. It was just happening all night, and frustrating. It was a weird comment that Brad Scott kind of made about this after the game, and mentioned that it was the VFL. It was almost like VFL trained guys leading in VFL spots, and the AFL guys were like. It was a weird comment. I know I'm probably getting it totally wrong there, but to me, it's more where we're kicking it. Like, the amount of times that we've got a really good possession at 50 to 70 out, and instead of like hitting up a short target, and you can see some guys hitting like leading up at the ball for a short 15-meter kick, or we might be going, there's a wide option, and we kick it on Tom Stewart's head, and Guelphy's next to him, and it's just like, how is that the play? That surely can't be the play, and if it is, then I've got real issues with it, because that's just, I don't know, that's just to me dumb football, because Stewart's got to win those 8, 9 out of 10, and then everyone's got to be pulling their hair out. And clearly that was happening a lot, especially in the first half, where we should have got more score on the board for the amount of ball we had. That's a massive issue over the summer. It has to be fixed. And if it's not fixed, then we're not going anywhere. So, yeah, that's a real watch for me over the summer to see if we actually can work this out. Hit the short targets, and reward these guys. Because you see Caddy when he's playing, leading all day, not getting used, and eventually we kick it in a crap. We don't even kick it goal side or advantage side to our forwards a lot of the time. It's just kick up in hope, and they got to run and try and sprint to get there. And more than often than not, the defense is set up better. Annoying. And last one, because this video is already almost 12 minutes long. Move on, Jade Gresham. I think I'd look for a trade for him. He's not part of our future. His effort on defensively can be real average. When the ball's there, yeah, he can win it and he can get some clearances and that sort of thing. But he don't want to run hard back the other way. And I don't know, if I was a coach, I wouldn't be accepting that or having that on my list. So I'd be looking to trade him. You might as well get him off the list if you can, for whatever you can get him back for, even if it's for some low pick. Just get it done, I would say, and move him on. We need to be ruthless this off season, and we've got 47 players on the list, so we've got to get rid of. I think it's about 9 or 10 because we get 4 or 5 draftees in. He might as well be one of them, in my opinion. Let me know your thoughts. How you think the game went? What did you see that caught your eye, good or bad? Who played really well? We're about to get into votes in a minute. And then, can we beat the Saints this week if we bring that sort of pressure? Yeah, let me know your thoughts and all that stuff below. And get discussing in the comments. Love that sort of stuff. So, yeah, comment below. Now into the votes. So, Merritt 5 for me. He was just our best overall player on the night. He ended up with 132 fantasy, 27 touches, 10 tackles, 1 goal. Just was real good from him. I'm trying to find some more. He had most metres gained for us, so 586 metres gained, 6 clearances, 4 inside 50s, 5 score involvements, 4 rebounds. He was just all over, the best player on the ground for us. And yeah, deserves the 5 votes again for me. Archie Roberts was very good with the 4, plenty of the ball. There was a play where he done it last week as well, like a 2 or 3 U-turn sort of thing. No one tackled him. He went off, hit a target, and that sort of, when you see that from Archie, you go, oh, there's some really, really good, promising signs here. So he was very good. He gets the 4. Liam McMahon, the 3, the 4 goals. You've got to give him votes. He's our best forward on the night. Yeah, great set shot kick. I don't know what happened to Peter. What happened to Peter Wright with his, because he used to be like that, but he's a shy of himself at the moment with his set shot goal kicking. So, yeah, Liam McMahon, the 3, was very good. Andy McGrath's been very good going into the midfield. I think we've got to give him some credit. He was very good again on the weekend. Yeah, bit of an obviously role change, but it's going well, and it's being able to play Jay Newen in that spot now too. So this could free him up. And I gave Isaac Kako the 1 vote. Didn't get a goal and only had the 11 touches, but I loved the midfield minutes for Isaac Kako in. I think it was more the second half he came into the midfield, and he gave us a bit of point of difference. He was very good below his knees. He kind of, didn't get really pushed over too much. He got, he wasn't afraid to get in and under, and he looked a bit different for us. And we won 2 or 3 clearances. He might not have been directly involved, but when he was in the middle, and he has a bit of speed about him, and it's just something new, and I really liked it, and I thought he did well up there. I hope we do more of this the last 2 weeks of the season to kind of get him around the ball more, because obviously it's hard for him to get on a scoreboard at the moment. So get him up around the ball, get him to take the game on. I reckon he deserved the 1 vote. So very good from Kako. Leaderboard, 15 Merritt now. Archie Roberts up to second with the 11 votes. Durham 9, Andy McGrath 6, and Dersma 4. So still up for grabs with a couple of weeks to go. And yeah, that's kind of the end of the video, guys. Yeah, please, as I said earlier, like and subscribe to the channel if you like this sort of stuff. Some more videos to come, and yeah, hope the Bombers can. I'm not sure. I know VFL Langford played okay on the weekend. Johnson had plenty of the footy. I think Sardell Hooley was very good as well. So if she'll get suspended, Merritt's got to miss, I think, isn't he, with the broken wrist? So there might be a couple more changes this week. So yeah. see how we go. But thanks for watching, guys. If you got this far, I really appreciate it. And we'll be back later on in the week with a couple more videos. Cheers.